Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today? Welcome to episode 60 of The Dice That Bind Us. If you like what you see, please hit that like button, subscribe. It really helps us out. We do have a Discord, a TikTok, a Facebook up and running. And am I forgetting one? I think I'm forgetting one.
Twitter.
Twitter, awesome. Thank you so much. We will have links down at the bottom for you to all find us there. And without further ado, let's pass it over to our wonderful DM, Alex, to get us into the recap.
Thank you, Devin. That was wonderful. Yes, everyone, let's do a quick recap of what's going on. We had some ups and downs last episode in the middle of this contest of champions. One team in the first count of last person standing was completely shit stomped into the ground by the other team, much to mine and everyone else who wanted to hear Zach do that accent again, or that voice again's chagrin. But nonetheless, we had a team persevere. We then entered into the next game, the one we had to stop partway through because it's taking a little while because all of you are such good role players and storytellers. Everyone had a little bit of homework and research. Now you knew what the game was doing. Did everybody get that done? Coda, how'd your research go?
I watched a Go Diego Go compilation.
Did you really?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Don't know how much I'll be able to apply here, but we'll see.
The fact that you did it.
I do hope you appreciate it. I told somebody at Park today, it was like Sabrak no murder, like 3 times, and he went, "Oh man." And both Alex and Rob lost their fucking minds just thinking about last session.
Everyone looked at me really funny when I screamed really loud, going, "Snatcher, cease-line snatching."
Nice.
Yes, we are going to be jumping right back into this round known as Hysteria, having completed 2 so far challenges, having done a Wisdom and a Strength. My players keenly were like, we will probably have to do stories or things related to each of the ability score saving throws. And then I crushed those hopes and dreams by reminding them that there are only 6 ability scores and 7 colors in a rainbow. For a point of DM inspiration, who can tell me which colors of the rainbow have faded?
I can remember one.
Red.
Violet.
Yeah, red and violet, I think.
Is red and violet.
Oh yeah,
Coda.
Coda.
Coda gets it.
Coda, you get it.
Well, it was kind of 50-50, honestly. I didn't remember.
All right, each of you have a half a point of DM
I was going to say
inspiration.
purple.
You can use it for a
Purple
natural.
is violet.
I will say this: each of you can have a half DM inspiration. You can use it to roll a natural 10.
Which, if you failed really bad, it'll get you just above, like, Irk above something. It's useful.
True.
Or if you have like a +9 to something, like it's a solid 19 if you happen to roll a 9.
Yeah, it's just a solid little savior. And of course, you can always use it after the roll, just like every other DM inspiration I give.
Saves you from a nat 1.
That's right.
True.
So, my dear friends, we jump back in this ethereal figure coming out of the stars in the galaxy that surrounds you with this rainbow aurora kind of surrounding you all. This galactic figure steps forward and goes, "We've seen ups, we've seen downs, we've seen successes, we've seen failures, but I think it's time we truly get to know you on a personal level, matters of the heart. Things that have happened, relationships in any form that they may have. All of you, I would really love to know, if you would be so inclined, who is the person or creature or thing that you are closest to in this life? My dear players, who would like to go first?"
I'll do it.
Great. Get it here.
May will look up at this figure in the celestial void, and she will find her familiar to her.
Sure.
And what comes to her is I know I'm showing measurements with my hands, but it's a figure that stands about 18 inches. It looks like a stuffed plushie, something that she may have made herself. in it's in blues and purples. Soft. It's got big ears and big eyes. Very blunt feet and very blunt hands. You know how stuffies have that just no fingers type of thing. The eyes are almost button-like, and she just this is what I am. And she kind of pulls it up to her and hugs it. And as she hugs it, 4 spider-like legs come out of its back to reach around and return the hug to her. My patron gave this to me.
Okay, creepy spider.
I
Got it.
love her.
Hero,
Yes.
who do you think should go next?
Let's get Dash next.
The people closest to me are my current companions, Zoldan and Gelden. They were the ones who found me at my lowest, just a kid on the street. And with them, I feel strong for the first time in my life. So, them. And I will toss it to Coda.
Hello. The closest companion would have to be my rescue pack. He's always with me. Anything, he's got everything I need at all times. I don't even know how he fits it in there half the time. I pulled like a 12-foot ladder out of this thing. It's wild.
Is it a sentient backpack?
Yep.
Good.
Diego, follow-up question.
Yeah.
Did your brother also have a carrying thing that he talked to?
He did. His name was Backpack, I believe. Yeah.
Did you name these things, or did they name themselves, or did?
Yeah. Well, the one's a backpack, so we just kind of called it Backpack, you know. And then this one saved me one time, so it's my rescue pack.
Very well done. What kind of magic went into creating these animate objects?
Pretty goddamn.
These sentient beings.
They just were, you know.
They just were.
They've
They just-
existed
yeah.
since the beginning of time.
They've been here for a long time, like the ancient dragons and all that. Rescue pack. He's been helping them from go. You know, it's crazy.
The thing we missed is Terrence came in with a tiny backpack strapped to his back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get asked someday about the world lore of what I did to Storm King's Thunder in the Forgotten Realms. I'm gonna be like, well, there's these ancient dragons called the 10, and each one of them had a sentient container of some kind. 2 of which we know are Backpack and Rescue Pack.
Yes.
One of them was Bag of Holding.
And another one was belt pouch.
Another one was Belt Pouch. One of them was Hand Sack. Another one, Knapsack. Can't forget Satchel.
Yep.
Or
Shout out to you,
inside breast
Satchel.
coat pocket.
You don't watch the show, but I love you.
They're all related.
I have a friend who that's what I called him his entire life.
Everybody always talks about the ancient 10. No one says anything about the ancient packs. They were there too, you know.
The 10 divine containers.
Yes.
Can't even with this game.
The 10 compactments.
Wonderful.
God damn it.
Coda.
Yep.
Who's next?
Let's go with Devin.
Well, being a large tentacle monster, I think it's pretty obvious what my closest thing would be. And that'd be my trusty gliding Nimbus. I can't tell you how many times this thing has flown to my safety to catch me from a seemingly impossible fall that I would not survive, or when my old friends would let me down, I needed someone to talk to. Gliding Nimbus is always there. I'm the only one that they will let, ride. Something about being worthy or something. But Yeah, it's got to be my glided abyss.
Devin. I expect this from Zach. I expect this from Ian on occasion.
What do you mean?
And I fully expect this from Coda. I was on board. I was with it. I don't know it well enough, but it was that they find me worthy to ride that I went, yes, good. Devin, if you would, please pass it to either Ian or Zach.
Let's do Ian next.
The most important thing to us? Oh, that would be me beaver, Philip. He's very friendly. Love giving him carrots. He's an excellent pet. Sure, I have, 30 some odd children and a loving wife who I love very much. But in general, I love going off on adventures, and Philip's always there by my side, unless it's something particularly unfortunate or dangerous or, deadly, like the Contest of Champions. I'd never put him in harm's way. So I've left him back at home with plenty of carrots, and he's taken care of the wife and the kids. But I love him absolutely to death with all my heart. This accent's actually really hard to do. And that's about it, I suppose. Yes, he saved me from drowning after I had a few too many pints at the pub. Found me in his den, welcomed me in, showed me his wife, his family, lots of wood. Tried chewing on it. Honestly, my teeth aren't nearly strong enough, but we've been best friends ever since.
Ian, important continuity. McTaffy's wife and kids are dead.
Are they?
They got killed by demons and devils coming
That's
up
right,
from
that's
hell.
right, I
You
didn't
killed
realize.
them last week.
Well, even more credence as to why he's the most important thing in my life.
He just left him back home with all the graves of your family.
So yeah, Philip the Beaver is tending the graves of my fallen family, and he's the most important thing in my world.
Wow. Zach.
Welcome.
The bar is low as of now.
What do you mean?
To earn an advantage, the bar is real low.
Philip is everything to me.
So we see a flashback as I start to focus on what was super important to me. And we see to my friends and family, a very familiar sight. The nameless assassin on the front of our ship, and I've just switched with Garagek, and I'm underneath the ship, unable to break through the spell that he had put upon I don't know what we call it, the hatch. There we go. And reaching inside myself and getting scolded by my patron himself, Ultimate, lending me the power and getting this new form, because the most important thing to me is this bond that I've developed with Ultimare. And I was able to use it during that moment. And through small spurts throughout the entirety of this journey since I've joined you guys. And it is the power of just channeling him through myself and getting that extra power to concentrate on multiple things at the same time, and using it to protect the people most important to me in my family that has grown to be. And so you see me burst through there, and the overjoyedness that I can see my friends still alive fighting this thing, and I'm able to get back in there because of this most important thing that has led to protect the most important people.
I think we're all in agreement here. Zach gets advantage on the saving throw. I'm going to give the other two of you, one will be Ian for Beaver Phillip.
I get advantage for the fucking beaver.
Yep. There's,
Oh, yeah.
like I said before, Zach, low bar. And I think
It's got to go to Rob.
Rob, yeah, is the other one. All of you guys did good. Like, you pulled it in, you did your stuff. But comparatively to where we were at last session, kind of, dropped a little. This was a harder subject though, so I understand. So the three of you will roll with advantage, and I need you all to make Constitution saving throws.
Because it's where we get our, hardiness is the people we care about.
That is correct.
The beavers we care about.
Dash DM inspiration for me not having to explain why it was Constitution.
Nice. It's my first one in months.
Holy shit, guys. Why don't you all tell everybody what you got? Coda, you rolled a nat 1, resulting in a
3. Yeah.
Indeed. Devin, what did you roll?
Nat 1, resulting in a 9.
Lysander, what did you roll?
Holden got a 14.
14. Commendable. May, what did May roll?
May rolled a 16 plus 4 for a dirty 20.
Zach?
Tumult rolled a 17 with his +3, resulting in a dirty 20.
And Ian, what did McTaffy roll?
That would be a 14 plus his 7, making it 21.
Indeed. This figure appears again as you all watch the blue from the rainbow fade away. It says, well, all of you certainly answered that rather quickly and had a good response for it. I'm glad to be knowing you all better. I think we should continue on this trend of getting to know your competitors, getting to know the people around you. We've talked about the person you are closest to. I think it's time we get the other half. So tell me, who is your greatest foe? Who is it the person that you would say that you are the farthest from, the person you hate the most, the person you hold a special place in your heart full of anger and malice for? Zach wants to go first. All right. Zach, you had the hand up fast enough. Go for it.
Well, me as a player, I'm ready for this, but as Tumult is chosen and begins to think on it, it's, for those of us that have been around long enough, it's kind of like when the TV goes a little static. You start to see a picture and then it goes static, but for whatever reason, each time it comes back, it's a slightly different picture. He's trying to bring forward this memory that he has, but it's being overridden because something new has taken its place. He thought he most hated the people that he thinks took away his original family, and he thought it was the bandits that caused everything, but in reality, they were just the beginning to his path of where he should be. They're not who holds a special place in his heart, regardless if he recognizes or not. As he starts to come to terms with this, the image becomes more clear, and he stands looking at a full body-length mirror. He sees himself there, but it's not himself. There's a shadowy figure behind him, distorted, hands above him like a puppet with strings. And as he focuses on it, as he realizes his true enemy and the thing he hates most, a familiar face to those from the party and those that have dealt with the traveler shows on that screen. Except for whatever reason, his eyes are just pure red as he only remembers him in faces of hatred, as the man puppets him around due to the one thing he did he shouldn't have done when he drank the alcohol, when he pulled from the deck of many and Sphere of Annihilation himself and had to make a deal to come back with it. Someone he knew he shouldn't have, but he did anyway because he had to go see his family again. And so you see that man puppeting around in the darkness as you can feel around the room, just it gets a little bit warmer as the fire inside him burns for this one thing that has to die on this world.
As a point of order, all of you in the stands watching your player characters, this image provokes a murmur through the crowd. There are some, not anything that you can hear clearly, but you definitely see people looking at each other and asking questions, and some people with kind of like shocked expressions, other people having a very similar face to one that many of you have, of just strict anger. This got a reaction from a lot of people. Zach, who are you giving it to next?
To lighten the mood, let's go with the slug creature. Let's go with the flying slug.
Okay. Can we come back to me? I'm mind blanking. I'm mind blanking hard right now.
I'll go.
Thank you.
Well, personally, considering my backstory, I suppose that it's pretty obvious, with the whole demons coming and violently obliterating my whole family outside of Philip. It's obviously whoever the current king of hell is. The evil, devilish demon mastermind of all things evil and terrible and cynical and all over not good, very bad day. You know, I'm a bit of a happy-go-lucky guy, if I'm being honest, but if I were to find whoever were responsible, if I were to find whoever had given the order, had opened that rift, had done anything, well, I don't know what I would do. I'd go to the ends of the earth to make sure that entire vile, wretched place was wiped straight from existence. So, you know, I guess that's about it. Not very fond of those.
Well, a couple devils in the audience are like, "Hey, bro, what do we? It's not all."
Well,
of
I'm
us,
talking
you know.
exactly about you motherfuckers.
You're in a space void. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you look at the fucking lens orb, just knowing devils are out there.
They all get
Wanna
the like
come at
super.
me? Let's go. And I'm gonna just like twirl my hammer around.
They all get the like super offended New Yorker accent. It's like, "Hey, wow, what are you doing? What are you doing?"
Oh, what you talking about? Nothing's going on. What's the matter for you? What's the matter for me? What's the matter for you?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just existing here. Come on.
Hey,
poor guy
I'm
for walking?
cotton here.
Devin, are you ready, or would you like more time?
I'm ready.
All right, let's hear it.
So, an image flashes on the screen. You see a rather old-looking place of prayer, like a chapel. And there's a couple people inside. They're all finely dressed. They all have smiles on their faces. But then you see the doors in the back slam open, and three individuals in tight leather, assassin, rogue garb walk in. And they all pull out their crossbows and proceed to slaughter the entire room. Except for me. For me, they use their fists. They throw me to the ground, and they beat me mercilessly. And as I'm laying on the ground, bloody face, I see them, my old boss. He walks in with a cigarette in his mouth. He motions for them to stop, and they do. He looks at me and smiles and said, "You shouldn't have ran. You should have told me where you were." He turns around and walks out, and I pass out, seemingly left for dead. But then I woke up, and the one thing on my mind, the one person I want to get back at, is Bob. I need to kill Bob.
Bob the boss.
Bob the boss.
Is this sand slug in a fucking mafia?
An accountant,
Devin
a football player.
Devin brought the heat for the.
Devin brought the Coda energy today.
How much can we steal from other people's stories? It's great. Oh man,
here for it.
That's a good one. Devin, you have Coda, Dash, and Hero left.
Let's do hero.
When it comes to May, she just kind of shakes her head at first, just no, and then buries her head into her little animal companion, her little fiendish companion. And the red, angry energy that Tumult had for the traveler fades blue and gray, and the temperature almost drops cold. And the image that comes forward, she's in a leather chair. She can't move. She's held in place. The camera pans around to be behind her. And you see from her first vision, the image that was her parents. And they're like, "We're just doing what's best for you, honey." And from behind them, a shadowy figure, tall, lean, lanky. "Yes, your parents have brought you here for your help." He steps in between them, comes forward, very gaunt, almost a skull face, light, wispy hair on his head, no facial hair, very sharp, sharp features, and a lab coat. It's okay. We will rid you of these voices that you're hearing, dear. You will be fine. You will be able to join, looks back, polite society. Do you still hear these voices? Maze just can barely nod. No, you don't really hear these voices. And he just reaches out a long, almost skeletal finger and touches her. And it fades out.
He's been through some shit. Rob, Coda, and Dash.
I'm going to save the hilarity for last, and I'm going to go with Dash.
Holden's face kind of sinks and like scrunches up a little bit. This memory is from the perspective of their eyes, kind of hunched down, looking at a corner of a room, seeing every board being slightly misaligned, can kind of see the gaps through everything. So much dirt and grime just kind of powdered up in this corner. And behind them, you hear slamming things crashing, a masculine voice just kind of yelling in the distance, just, I know you were always a good for nothing fucking kid. And you hear the sound of pewter clattering against the wall, and falls in front of them. A half full mug kind of spilled of ale in front of them, and just more crashing, and a woman's voice kind of trying to calm him and dissuade him, and just more yelling and fighting. Kind of a meaty slap of a sound, and then heavy footfalls and a door slamming. And you just kind of see from Holden's eyes just shaking and going kind of blurry in tears. And just Holden looks up at this figure. I fucking hate that man with all of my heart. And just nothing else from them.
And Coda.
Well, it's impossible to pick just one because they're kind of a duo. Cousin had a great one. It was real nice, helpful. And then I set out on my own, and I had to meet the Bobo brothers. These two spider monkeys. They're always causing problems and stealing and ruining everything. I can't even drink tea anymore. I used to love boba. Can't even look at it.
For context, I pulled up the Wikipedia article because I was interested. Interests: stealing stuff and causing trouble. Dislikes: being stopped and good stuff.
That's
Bobo
canon.
Brothers.
Is this from the compilation?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I swear if Hero doesn't have advantage.
Oh no, it's absolutely going to be Tumult May and Holden.
Yeah.
Abs 100%. Yes.
Deserved.
Oh man. This one is going to be an intelligence saving throw. Hero, why don't we start with you for your roll? What is the bonus? What is the
A 10 plus 3.
a 10 plus 3 for a 13?
Yep.
Cool. Devin, what did you roll?
I rolled a 14 for a grand total of 12.
Wonderful. You'll love to see it. Let's see here. Zach, what'd you get?
I rolled a 8 with a grand total of 11.
Perfect. McTaffy.
I rolled a 19, which brings me up to a 22.
A 22.
22.
22.
Perfect. Dash.
I rolled me a 10 with advantage for a grand total of 9.
That's rough, buddy.
Oof.
Coda, what'd you get?
Got a nat 20 plus 10.
That turkey.
A dirty turkey.
Oh, that's a clean turkey.
That is the cleanest 30 you could possibly get. You see the indigo fade from the rainbow as the rounds move forward. The figure comes back once more and goes, triumphs and failures, closest allies and most hated enemies. I'm really starting to get a sense of who you all are. I think it's time we talk about some more of our inner machinations, the things that drive us forwards, the things that pull us back. So right now, I would ask you all, what is your greatest driving force? What is the thing that keeps you fighting? What is the thing that keeps you going? What is your greatest, or who is your greatest inspiration? Do I have a volunteer?
I can go first.
Perfect. Dash, do it up.
Holden kind of like brings himself up a little bit for this one, like shoulders back a bit more. If I have to be honest, it's spite. I want to prove time and time again that I am worth more than I have ever been told I've been worth for in my life. I never want to struggle like I've always had to struggle. I've never wanted to live up to what that man said I would be, and that's nothing. I am living in spite of everyone and everything who have ever told me I am wrong or not good enough. And that's what keeps that fire burning.
Those of you in the stands, there's just two halflings like, fuck yeah! You get it! Spite, baby! Whoa!
And I'm going to pass it to Ian.
Actually, this one's a bit on the easy side. The entire reason I went adventuring in the first place, outside of the incredible grief and pain that I carry with me every day, is, well, it's a bit of a dwarven legend, really. And you actually start seeing sort of that same crackling vision that hasn't been present with McTaffy so far. But sort of, you're able to gather that it's almost his imagination of what this is as he explains it. You see, there's a legend among the dwarves of this great and incredible, powerful warrior. He was mighty on a battlefield, and he was strong and brave, forthcoming, and very cranky. And he wielded a mighty, phenomenal weapon. And there was the idea that this weapon is what made him what he is today. But I have a theory that he is what made the weapon so great, and the two were able to make the best of each other. And so while mine might not be necessarily, and he takes this sort of like dwarven throwing hammer off of his back that is really truly gorgeous now that you look a little bit closer at it. It's got a heavy stone head that's sort of laden with a little bit of gold and emerald right at the center, and an ornate carved wooden handle. And you can see sort of energy emanating and crackling from it. It's obviously very magical. This here, I truly believe that I have the chance to be able to live up to this dwarven legend and become the next Gungar. I want to inspire the masses and bring back the name of the dwarves to the lips of all who sing the praises of men, so that we may sing the praises of dwarves, not necessarily against the orcs, but this time against the demons or anybody who stands in my way, or in the way of Philip.
I kind of just grabbed one of the casting orbs and just kind of looked right at it and said, Tapartos, you know what to do.
Yeah, Sapartos in his mind just hears, "You got me tear up. I still matter after all these years.
Bartos just kind of like pats. Wait, no, the Orc Splitter isn't even with him.
Nope.
He took the staff of healing. How are you talking to me?
We're
Where are you?
connected, lot. I am in a box.
You're still attuned to it, you dummy.
You okay?
I'm great.
I'm proud of you.
Ian, who would you like to toss it to? You're back.
Yes.
Hero.
Okay. Comes back to May. And she's still got her head just buried in this thing. And this thing is just dutifully holding on to her, hugging her, cuddling her. And the image that appears, it almost looks like the same stars, galaxy that is around, but there's a line from whatever television type thing that, we've been seeing, and the stars don't quite line up. Different constellations, different nebula stuff in the background. It's just like you're looking at a galaxy in a galaxy through a TV screen. And there's just a shadow. It's okay, child. You can hear. We will always have each other. And this voice is multitonal. It's like when people talk in unison, there's a bass element. There's a soprano, there's female, there's male. Everything is represented in this voice. There is no one of anything. There's just everything. And they can't take me away from you. You are in pain now, but it will be better. I am with you. I will always be with you. We will get through this. And once we get through this, then we can get to our real work. And that's all you see.
I love it. Who are you passing it to?
Oh, who hasn't gone yet?
Just me.
Coda,
Oh.
no, Coda, Zach, and Devin have not gone for this one.
I didn't know Coda hadn't gone yet.
Coda, we'll get you now. I seem to throw it to you a lot, but we'll get you now, and we'll see what Devin has for us later.
Biggest inspiration would definitely have to be my cousin. They
Your cousin?
yeah.
Not your brother?
No, my brother's. Yeah, it'd be my brother. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think because I was like, man, my brother's here with me, but yeah, it'd be my brother. Yeah. They started Save the Animal Foundation, and they're just going around helping out all the animals. And I was like, man, that's really cool. So then I followed in their footsteps, and it's just been us and the animals ever since,
Coda, you got Zach and Devin left.
What was that?
Looking around to those around me and say, I do apologize because there's three parts to this. To fully understand what drives me, I feel like it is very important to discuss them all very quickly. The first one, you see a flashback to something you actually haven't seen before. He shared it with his family, but they've never actually seen what it looked like. And you see when he first meets this alt, as you all have come to know him, and some of you have met, he's in a underground temple. A lich's voice can be heard in the background looking for him as it decimated their caravan up on the surface. And he accepts this very weird power that he has found inside of a lamp and gave a host to because he would give anything to save his family. And as those two over the years became a little closer, and all he wanted to do was give this person freedom as they've never had it. After gaining a certain amount of power, they were trapped for fear that they would become too powerful. All he wanted to do was give them freedom, and he felt like that was his purpose because that he was the one who found them. He must do something. But over the time, that purpose changed into realizing that this person could come and go as they please. They chose to stay because he gave them an interesting view of the world. And so for the time being, they would stay, and that has grown into a close friendship over the many years that they've been together. But more so over the last year in particular. And this is where the second inspiration comes in. As much as he hates to admit it, he prays to God this person doesn't chastise him later. You see a very tall firbolg, and then you realize that they're carrying Guild Pact. We're in a cave and keeping watch as we're being hunted by Retribution Company. And as I'm keeping watch, as I've recently acquired the power to not have to sleep and volunteer to just sit there, Lysander comes out of Lehman's tiny hut to keep watch with me. And they just simply ask prayer with me. You seem to want to do it every so often, and you've come to me a few times, and that began their nightly talks. And just over the course of time, through the many fights leading up to the 6 months hiatus that they had, just built upon trust and reliance on this person that didn't want to give in to their destiny of being the protector of those around them, and saying that it was always their fault and they couldn't do it. And Tom will always be there poking fun at them a little bit here and there, but knowing full well that they were meant to do this. And at first, he also didn't think he was ready for this. He just met them on the road on the way to Waterdeep, thinking nothing of it, and they wouldn't come to anything. But after they've accomplished what they have, and he's shown them through the memories, they inspire me to keep going forward, because there's always, no matter what you want to do going forward, there's more to come, and you're only getting stronger, or trials are happening because you need to be what the world has already planned for you, or the gods have planned for you. We'll rise and beat it, and they are living proof of that. Then the very last person, a new person, or relatively new as to the rest of the companions, they met a small little elf inside of a crazy dimension. The youngest, most powerful sorcerer he has come to know, the wizard Ileana herself, and all the many experiments and all the fun times that they have casting spells and showing new things to each other, just experimenting and doing the joy of research, because that was his first and foremost thing that he loved to do before he met in general, was researching. He found love again through Ileana, and the way that they just experiment and go out and do things regardless of the consequences. They're bringing back corpses because they wanted to do more things and give us help. They wanted to experiment with different power items that we find, and just find ways to make life better for those around them. And that is the third so far. You see a fourth little pedestal rising, but there's not a full figure on it yet in the mental image that he's showing you. And there's one in the distance, as he's gone but not forgotten. And those in the family would know that is Anokoki Iti in the background, but he doesn't feel like discussing that at this moment.
Well, now that we're all crying a little bit, Devin, I am eager to see
What keeps this slug going forward?
So there I was in the Shadowfell. Drow Masters put me and all my comrades up front because they were scared to fight this threat on their own. We look out over the battlefield. Countless demons walking up, humanoids mixed in, cultists it seems, opening portals as they go. And there I was, scooping up people, eating heads, throwing the bodies aside, doing it again. All my comrades doing it. We're having a blast, but there's just simply too many of them. And after hours of fighting, my comrades started dropping. And at this point, I'm gonna call him Billy. So yeah, slug guy's name is Billy. So Billy pulls out a torch from one of his fleshy flaps, right?
Billy the Balhanoth?
Yes.
His fleshy torch flaps.
So just just reach in his fleshy flaps and pull out a torch, right? Continues on, and as all hope seemed lost, there it was. A giant meteor comes crashing down in the center of these demonic forces. Plenty of them going flying, being incinerated, and then a smaller meteor dropping down. Looking closer, pulls out another torch from another fleshy flap. Was a humanoid. Full robes. The flame extinguished as she landed. And then she looks up and smiles. Her necklace ignites as she shoots out 3 fireballs, incinerating more groups of demons. The robes then burst into flames themselves. She draws a sword, it also ignites, and she rushes into melee, slaying countless demons. She rises up again, throws another meteor. At this point, pulls out another fleshy torch and starts hitting them together, and they all start lighting. I never got her name, nor where she originated from, but her mastery with fire and combat inspired me to try myself. And I think I've gotten pretty good at it. And he starts flailing around the torch.
Did this Paladin meet Temp Mom?
Art's moms.
Temp Wizard, yes.
Oh my god.
I'm so happy.
Zach, Ian, and Devin. The callbacks to Temp Mom in such a good way. The pull, the Gunrar of all people, done very, very good storytelling. And Zach with a 3-part inspiring story that was just phenomenal. Again, if y'all disagree, let me know. That's fine. But this one will be a charisma saving throw. Ian.
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody what you rolled and what you got?
Well, with my advantage, I rolled a 10, so I am sitting at a 9.
That's unfortunate.
Yes, it is.
Devin.
Thank you, advantage, because my first roll was a nat 1 again for a total of 0. But second roll was a 13 for a total of 12.
Perfect. Let's see here. Dash.
Rolled an 11 for a total of 17.
Perfect. Zach.
I also rolled an 11, but with the plus 11, made that a 22.
Coda. What did you get?
Yep. I got a nat 20 with a +3.
Hippo, there's another $1 for you. If you had $1 for every time Coda rolled a nat 20.
Yep. I can't wait till we're famous enough to have stat trackers for us.
Right.
And
That'd
keep
be
track of all this
awesome.
stuff.
Because Lord knows I ain't fucking doing it.
Dear God, no. And finally, Hero.
May rolled an 18 for a total of 28.
You all see the yellow fade from the rainbow, leaving us with orange and green. The figure comes out again, goes, "We've figured out what drives you the most, what pushes you onward, what gives you the hope to proceed. But all of us, deep within our hearts, have someone who, or something that will forever hold us back, will forever push us away. All of you, I would love to know, what is your deepest and darkest fear? What is the thing that will cause you to stop in your tracks? What is the thing that will take you from being the most bold of combatants, the greatest and most courageous of warriors, to running in terror? Who would like to go first?
Greatest fear.
Greatest fear.
I got this. The image on the screen is May in a hospital gown. Nothing. Her eyes are open, and there's absolutely nothing in there. They're totally devoid of conscious thought or action. She's just standing in what looks to be a gray hallway. And a person in a nurse's uniform comes up beside her. "Come along, dear. Come along. It's time to go." And just picks up her hand and walks her. And if there was a thought bubble within the thought bubble, a thought bubble within the image, it's just blank. It's empty. There are no thoughts. There is nothing. It is void. There is no feeling. There is no hunger. There is just nothing.
Yeah.
Hero, who would you like to pass it to?
Does anybody want to follow that? Okay, Zach.
So it's a scene that has been used a few times now. The scene of Grudhog appears, but instead of the goddess herself, coming down Sylvanas to free Garagak and Tumult. He, from his point where he is on the sunken chair just watching events play out from inside his own head, everything goes dark. It was unsuccessful. And as the light comes back on and he peers out, all he sees is the traveler's face, laughing. You thought you were free? You thought once was all that I asked for? No, you will be here endlessly searching until all of your companions and my enemies lay waste on the ground. And then he watches himself grow, knowing how powerful his friends were at the time, and assuming that during the time missing that him and Garagak were gone, got stronger one by one as he catches them alone, outnumbered, bringing along other members of Xerxes as he knows the strengths and weaknesses to a certain point, slaying his friends one by one from this little chair inside his own head. And you see streams of tears, his eyes bloodshot red from not being able to blink as he has to watch the horrific scenes play out in front of him. And as the last one, Departos falls, and then it cuts to a new scene. He's kneeling before the traveler, getting rewarded, praised for his actions and his compliance. And then all of a sudden the scene is upside down. The traveler, done with his toy, has cut off his head, but is preserving it. So now he must watch the events unfold, knowing that he can never break this curse. And he is forever stuck watching as more and more cities and kingdoms fall as Xerxes puts their order in place.
Zach, who would you like to toss it to?
Go ahead, Dash. You look ready to go.
Debatable. In the flash of the screen of memory or whatever it is things have been displayed on is just darkness. And it's just a layered of cacophony voices of masculine, feminine, but the loudest of all is Holden's. You'll never be good enough. You're exactly like I always thought you were. You're never going to live up to the standards that you want to be. You're always going to be that poor kid stuck in the slums. You're never going to make it anywhere. You're never going to be anything more than he said you were. You're never going to live up to what you need to be. You are a failure. You are a failure. You are alone. Everyone is going to leave you. Just echoing again and again these cacophonous voices around them. And slowly the eyes open. The darkness fades, and Holden is looking in a mirror. And they themselves, the voices of everyone that has ever said wrong to them through their entire life, despite all of their successes again and again, just echo repeatedly in their head. And I'm going to pass it to Coda.
Yes, this is our biggest fear. Yeah. I'm supposed to love all animals, help all of them. But there's one I just can't handle. Bats. Yeah.
Bats are cute, you monsters.
I remember this one time. It's a good friend of mine gave me this medallion. Said it would keep me safe. So I embarked on a cave to save these bats. Didn't help. Dropped the medallion, ran out screaming. Could have swore they were in my hair. Could have swore, but I thought maybe, the bat would be in that cave that I had to find to save this tribe's uniting. It didn't work out. Just couldn't handle it. Then by the end, I had to, I found the bat, but its cage was stuck. I had to open it and grab the bat with my bare hands and run across the jungle to stop the war. Screaming. It was terrible.
Coda, you have, thank goodness the people left are Ian and Devin.
Ian sometimes hits it hard in the heart.
Sometimes.
Just in case, we'll throw it to Ian.
Okay.
All right. After hearing the mostly deep and dark and meaningful stories of the
And-
contestants around him,
And watch this. Billy's is going to be extremely tragic.
McTaffy's just going to kind of sit there and like do a heavy side eye while the screen crackles with the image of what he fears most. And what kind of comes to light is a few shoddily put together desks with some pieces of parchment on them, chairs that seem to have wheels on the bottom of them, and a number of people sitting at these desks and these chairs. The sounds of bells ringing around him.
Greatest fear is a 9 to 5 office
General
job.
chatter.
Greatest fear is school.
And you see McTaffy sitting at one of these desks, just writing something down with a little charcoal pencil. His normally buff demeanor superseded by a bit of a beer gut, hidden underneath a white linen shirt that's buttoned up to his neck just a little bit too tight. You can see it kind of like stretching out over the collar. His usually bushy beard, tightly braided straight down the center of his chest, and his usually mangy mane of hair, slicked and greased back with petroleum jelly or lard or whatever he's been able to get his hands on, just like matted down completely on top of his head. And he's just writing away, and then a halfling comes by his desk and he says, "Oh, hey there, McTaffy. You know, I'm going to need those orders on my desk by 9 o'clock tomorrow instead of after the weekend. So if you could stay up back behind and do a little bit of extra work there, that'd be great then." He says, right, Mr. Jenkins. Hey, I'll be certain to do that. So have we talked about the Molden accounts yet? Oh, well, I actually don't think that's really what's going to happen there. So I'm going to be transferring those accounts over to Bob. And then actually the tentacle monster's boss is sitting over in the desk next to him and just like waves hi. And McTaffy's like, oh, fucking Bob. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Sir. All right, McTaffy, don't get too kind over here. We're doing business. Yeah, here? Okay. And then he just walks off. And then another scene cuts to McTaffy standing next to a pour over pot of coffee and just like holding a small paper cup and blowing on it, trying to take a sip, but it's too hot. So he has to blow on it some more and just. It's terrible. He goes back to his desk, sits there, and then he goes back to the public cart that is drawn by two rather large horses, and he sits next to somebody who obviously has a pretty gnarly odor to them, but it's going to be too rude to get up and off of the cart so that he can move somewhere else, so that he doesn't have to sit next to the stinky person with the bad odor. And anyway, he was just drinking a whole bunch of shitty office coffee, so it doesn't really matter. So he's sitting there, and it seems like this cart's a little bit bumpier than it usually is, but it's fine. It probably just has a bump wheel. And then he gets back home, sits on his couch, and turns on the magical TV, places just a chicken pot pie on his beer gut, and just eats it until he falls asleep on the couch, only to wake up the next day and do it all over again.
Ouch.
With Phil the Beaver sitting next to him.
At least Philip made it. Devin, bring it home.
I work that 9 to 5 desk job.
I'm sorry.
So Billy thinks back for a moment, and then you see the image pop up. Bunch of slug monsters. Looks to be significantly smaller, almost childlike, running around. There's a couple bigger ones. It seems to be a big old party going on. Everyone's got some got red Solo cups, and some people's got plates with steak and stuff on them, and hamburgers, and it seems to be a good time. And you see Billy in his youth having fun, talking to his crush, and she has an idea. Let's play truth or dare. So he goes along with it and says dare. And she's like, I dare you to kiss me in front of all of these people. He's scared, but she says, close your eyes. It'll be okay. So he does. And they kiss. And for a moment, it was wonderful. But then he feels it. Someone grabbed his pants and pulled him down in front of everybody.
He wears pants.
And everyone starts laughing and pointing. And oh my god, look at this kid who just got pants in front of everybody on his first kiss. And I ran, crying, pulling my pants back up, and I never went back. And to this day, I can never kiss anyone in public because I'm scared that someone's gonna pants me.
I think Zach, Hero, and Dash. That one was a tough one, though, guys. I feel like you guys can guess which saving throw is next. This one's a stretch, but it is a dexterity saving throw because you use your dexterity to get away from your fears.
I guess fight or flight makes sense.
Yeah, it was the best I could do. I'm sorry. Coda, what did you get? What did Diego get?
I had a 21.
A 21. That's
Yep,
pretty
fine.
good. Pretty good.
Yep.
Let's see. McTaffy, what did McTaffy get?
He got an 18.
An 18. Commendable number. Dash.
I got 13.
Yeah. Hero?
I rolled a 6 plus a solid 5 for a really great 11.
Sometimes advantage does you dirty.
Oh, yeah.
Zach?
I rolled a 8 with a +2 to give me a 10, even with advantage. It's better than the 5 I would have had. So
And Devin.
Staying in line with my wonderful rolls tonight, I rolled, this time sticking, a natural 1 for a grand total of 0.
You guys see the orange fade from the rainbow. And at this point, I have to do some math real quick.
I feel
So,
like the points have swung the other way.
Intermission.
viewers at home, I'll see you when the math's done.
I did that 20 twice.
Perfect. All right, everyone, we're going to go over the points totals as they stand. We're going to start at the bottom. Now, keep in mind, these are dice roll based, so there is some RNG involved,
Some.
but there's a system at the end to help that. So, with -4 points, Devin.
Oh my god.
In the ballot knots. So it was all ordered off of how you guys rolled. Nat 20s were an additional +5 points. Natural ones were -5 points. In 5th place is Dash with 14 points. In 4th place is Hero with 16. In 3rd place is Ian with 19.
Take those.
In 2nd place is Zach with 24. And in
Fucking
1st
Nat
place, because of the 2 Nat 20s, Coda with 28 points.
Let's go.
Take those.
We did those.
Now, here's the part where it gets interesting. Each of you is going to take, and I'm going to go around the table. You're going to tell me who you thought the top 3 people were as far as their storytelling, their role play, and their improv abilities. Now, I want you as players to be honest, and I trust you all will be. And there'll be bonus points for the people that get voted as such. Coda, you go first. Who do you think the top 3 storytellers were in this challenge?
Definitely Rob, Devin, probably Ian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ian.
Love the beaver.
3 in general, I think that the top for me were definitely Zach, and Dash and Hero.
Hero.
I also agree with Zach, but because I loved the inspirations that they brought into their stories, I'm going to go with Coda and Devin.
Okay. Devin.
Tumult, Anook, and Hard One, but I gotta say Ian.
Dash.
Zach, Robin, Ian. Hands down.
Zach.
Ian, Devin, Hero.
That's everybody?
I think so.
The ethereal figure comes out once more. The orange
Yeah.
faded on the last one.
There's only one color left.
Green, a color usually synonymous with envy. Throughout all of this, you all have been giving stories of yourselves and experiencing the stories of others. You all have shown us who you are and what makes you who you are. If you would do me a favor and look down at the bottom of the cart you are currently riding in through this void space. And as you look down, you see there are hatches underneath each of you. As per your responses to the questions, and as to those that you most connected with as you went through, or the ones you found most entertaining, or the ones that drew you in the most, regardless of why, I will be systematically eliminating some of you. Diego, the floor underneath you collapses out, and you feel this vacuum-esque space just, and you are immediately dragged out of the cart.
My webs didn't help.
Webs did absolutely nothing. Oh, you see all the webs get pulled out with you. Those of you in the
Oh, it's a bit of bad
Coliseum
luck.
see out of this kind of small portal that opens, Diego comes just like rolling on the ground, covered in spider webs. The figure kind of looks around the group. This deep dive into your inner self has provided a lot of clarity, a lot of insight, a lot of true detailed nature of who you are. Dash. The floor underneath Holden's body standing opens, and a similar vortex falls and pulls you through. The figure continues. We made sure that all of you were open and honest with your answers, that you would keep us knowing what the truth was, what your truths were, Devin. The floor underneath the Bal Hanath opens, a much larger hole than any of the others. All of a sudden, you feel suspenders wrap up around you to make sure your pants stay on, to assure they do not traumatize you anymore in your future as this suction pulls you out. But I fear that maybe your truths that you were taking from yourselves and the truths you've learned of others may not have been the deepest truths. McTaffy. The floor drops. You are pulled from the cart. Some of you took the challenge in stride. Some of you told us your deepest, darkest truths. Some of you told us your greatest inspiration. Some of you looked deep inside yourself far enough to see the true reality around you and how to change it. May. The floor underneath you drops. You are sucked out. But one of you not only told your story, the true story of who you are, but told it in such a way that not only your other competitors, but those around you, those watching this competition, all felt with you. And for that, you and your team are victorious. You and your team will progress to the next round.
Hell
Well done.
Yay, Zach!
Nice.
The rest of you now on the floor of the arena see this cart slowly being lowered through. Zach, what appears to you in Tumult looking down over the side, like a kind of just door swings open, and you're just kind of slowly being dropped. And as it drops down, you see there is fanfare as the carts drop. And as it lands, it kind of lifts you up in a pedestal that forms out of the bottom of the cart as the walls fall down. Dashing steps forward on the pedestal. Well done, well done. Thank you all for participating. Thank you all for revealing so much about yourselves. Now, be gone with you so we can move forward with the contest. Thank you very much. And you guys see as the ground underneath you, the sand just and pushes you out through one of the gates on the side. Yes, the winning team moving forward will be Tumult, Diego, and May. Zach, if you would, what is the next team pairing, please?
It is 5 and 12.
Team 5 consists of Tweak, Argus, and Darryl.
Team Chaos! For
Team-
context for people at home, Tweak is my character who told Strahd, go fuck yourself to their face.
Darryl is one of my creations, who is a drunken master Kalishtar monk who has a collection of donkey pets, who he travels with continuously. Team 12 will consist of Soup, Puck, and Snarlfang.
Team Good Boys! Oh no!
Soup is an NPC I created, kind of minimal, character in the show here. And Snarlfang is the one character I get to play in D&D at the current juncture. My dear, dear, dear Tabaxi Paladin boy, whom I love very dearly. Who is Puck?
Puck is my first ever D&D character. Puck is a Water Genasi life cleric of Saloon and was the first D&D character I ever made in the first campaign I ever made.
So here you will obviously be playing Argus. Dash, you need to make a choice.
I do. I gotta play my boy. Gotta play Puck.
Very well. Then as someone who I feel will bring the character justice, as you've seen him played, Ian, you will be playing Snarlfang.
Excellent.
Because I want to see the role play, Coda,
Yeah.
you will be representing everyone's favorite boy, Soup.
Yes.
Awesome.
Hey, lawyer man.
Devin, you will be taking on the very lovely and eloquent Tweak. And Zach, you will be playing the drunkest of the boyos, the deep Russian accented Darryl. Now, Hero, as the only player character in the game, I need you to roll me a d6 to determine what game you will be playing with your character.
1.
It's a 1. Dashing steps forward as the 6 of you are brought into the arena and goes, everyone, this is a fan favorite game. This is a game that everyone loves to play. This is possibly my favorite game of the mix. This is a game that can only aptly be named Kill Count. And
Hell
the crowd
fucking yeah.
erupts into applause. Dashing continues. You all are tough, strapping individuals geared for combat and ready to go. Your entire objective in this game is to get more total kills than the other team, as we send unending hordes of creatures after you. And when I say unending hordes, I mean unending hordes. Now, of course, as this is a go quickly, get as many as possible, there is a time limit on this. You all will have, now D&D players, you're about to shit your pants, 60 seconds to kill as many creatures as possible.
Oh shit.
For those of you at home who have no idea why that makes sense to D&D players, that is 10 rounds of combat. That is, in general, a long-ass combat. My dear friends, ready yourselves, because shit's about to get heavy. If you all would be so kind, when you're ready, to place yourselves wherever you would like within the arena. On the sand floor, of course. I need all of you to roll initiative. Tweak and Soup, your guys' dex mods are both +5?
Yes.
Okay, I need both of you to roll just a flat d20 again then.
Okay.
Because you guys are on separate teams, so you need to have kind of an established order there. Perfect. So as you all are standing in the arena, is this where you want to start? This is where you want to be when the fight starts?
I think so.
Sure.
Yes.
Good enough.
Okay.
We'll see where the enemies come from.
So as you are standing here getting ready for the combat, all of a sudden, appearing all across the arena, a bunch of these small fiery elemental creatures start popping into existence, densely filling the area surrounding each of you. as they push in to start the combat. Now I'm going to do a smart thing here. Ready? I'm about to be the most big brain I've ever been in the biggest of brains.
Put one in the stands.
I'm going to put one way over here, and I'm going to roll initiative for that one. As the arena has filled with these magma mephits, Coda, you are first.
Well, I guess I'll shoot this one up here.
Good dash.
Which one?
The one like to my upper left.
This one? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go for it. You get 2 attacks.
Yep.
You animal, you.
That didn't.
30's going to hit.
I selected it the wrong way. There you go. Here's 8.
8 damage. Perfect.
Yep. And I'll go ahead and hit him again.
Okay.
10.
Everyone for 10. Immediately gone.
Yeah, let's go.
You do see when it dies, it explodes in a 5-foot radius around it, engulfing that area in flames. Anything else from Soup?
No, I think that's it.
Perfect. Tweak.
I'll casually take out my spear, and say its name. Crucial, Spear of Helioid. And as it erupts, and 30 feet bright light and 60 feet dim light erupts around me. Sorry, there's a lot to this spear. I'm still kind of reading it. Okay, cool. That is where that came from. Awesome. So I will move this way.
You will get 1 attack of opportunity on you.
Yep. Or 2, because the one next to
Yes,
Ogus,
correct.
and
It'd be 2.
Yeah.
So first one, second one. First one is a natural 20.
Okay.
The second one is a 20 total.
That meets. So yeah, hits. Both hit.
From both strikes, you will take 13 points of damage.
From the first one, this is a neat little trick. Sun's Retaliation from the spear itself. Whenever you take damage from a creature within 5 feet of you, you can use a reaction to make a melee attack with the spear against that creature. So I'm gonna smack the one that's like north of August.
Okay, go for it.
17 to hit.
Yeah. Super-
9 plus 8.
17
17.
looks super fucked up.
Nice. And now for my action, I'll hold the spear up and cast Sunbeam through it as a mode of white light appears in the other hand, and I'll hold it out in front of me and shoot in the straight line.
For how far out?
60 feet, 5 feet wide.
Okay.
So my question is, can I be like in between these 2 lines and hit 6, or is it just the 4?
Just the 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me roll the con save. DC 18 con save. Ooh, that's a
Perfect.
low roll.
Yeah.
So
13 radiant to all,
yeah.
and half as much as if they succeed, I assume.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, and failed is also blinded.
Perfect.
And that's it for me.
Alrighty. Argus.
All right. This is exactly what I'm looking for. This is the kind of crazy I like. And he's actually going to take a step back. So possibly attacks of opportunity if they're not
Maybe.
blinded.
2 attacks of opportunity at disadvantage.
There you go.
A 12 and an 8. Either of those hit?
Nope.
Great.
There's a wee storm brewing, at which point he will cast Call Lightning
Yep, makes sense.
at 6th level. So he's going to drop the first lightning bolt from Call Lightning
Mm-hmm.
in that square there, because it's within 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
So
So this square,
it gets all 3 of these, right?
it'll
Or am I
get
reading that wrong?
this one, and
Oops.
yep, perfect. So, Puck, I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
That's fair.
DC 1,000,000. Well, 21, but
Nat one.
no.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I'll roll those. Both failed. So that's 34 points of lightning damage.
Oofta.
Jesus H. Macy. So poof. I need another dexterity save from you.
For me,
Fuck. They explode in a 5-foot radius when they die.
a 12.
A 12. That succeeds. So you take 3 points of fire damage.
Why am I getting hit?
Sorry about that.
Oh,
It was just a little bit outside.
Now.
So to keep track, that is 1 kill for Soup. I'm gonna have y'all kind of help me keep track of this. So 1 kill for Soup, 2 for Argus. Anything else, Argus?
Nope. I think that's gonna do it for now.
Okay. Puck.
Puck is going to cast. I lost it. I have too many spells. Spiritual weapon. And I'm going to cast it behind these two friends right over here.
We're like right here.
Yeah. It's me again.
It's you again. Because that, in theory, means you can also control that token right away.
Yep.
Perfect. What I am going to do to make this very, very clear, the wrench one is the spiritual weapon.
Hell yeah. And I swing at that one for an 18 to hit, 10 force damage.
Super hits. It explodes in fiery goodness. This one will make a dex save because it is also there. Oh no, it's immune to fire. Never mind.
And then I am going to cast Sacred Flame on
I will reiterate, in this game you can do 2 leveled spells in the same turn.
yeah, but it's just it does 3d8 because I'm a level 14. That feels
That's
like
fair.
enough.
So Sacred Flame on this one.
Yes.
Perfect. That is a dex save.
Yes, DC 18 dex
It's probably not going to pass that. Nope, that's a 5.
for 16 radiant damage.
16 radiant damage. It looks super fucked up, but not quite dead.
And I'm going to take a step here.
Perfect. Daryl.
You know, I very like how much you hit the competitors with a lightning bolt. If they can't swing, they can't get more points. It's very, very good. You see, little fiery friend, I'm gonna have to take you down now. As I move to here, and I'm going to attack this one.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna punch it
Hits for 10.
Very
Looks
hard.
very barely alive.
and spend the key point.
You get 2 attacks naturally.
Oh, I know. I plan on doing this a very certain way.
Okay, sure.
So we have the flurriest of the blows
That
on the
is,
same one.
yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
12.
It dies.
And then I'm turning around and punch the other one
Go for it.
with the flurriest of blows. Oh no, I failed that one miserably.
Yeah, that one certainly misses, but you do still have 1 more attack, like normal attack.
Oh yes. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way it's planned, but I punch it. That's what I thought. You're gonna go down now.
It gets hurt. Not dead, but hurt.
And then I will take a step back over here because of using the drunken technique.
Yep.
And then I'll just kind of wave at it and say, "Fight to me." That's it.
It is the Magma Method's turn. Now, out of curiosity, would you raise your hand if you're wearing metal armor?
Oh, wait.
Yes, Ian.
Yes.
Great. So
I had to look.
Oh, is he wearing like chain?
Half plate.
Argus, Snarlfang, and Puck, you all have heat metal cast upon your armor.
Excellent.
Ouch.
Yes. So every round at the start of your turns, you'll be taking 1d8 of fire damage.
This is nothing.
Perfect.
I'm actually relatively hurt.
So I'm going to just roll 1 group attack for everybody. Okay, so the ones attacking Puck. That is a 5.
Nope.
Yeah, great, cool. The ones attacking Soup. That is a 22.
Yep.
That'll be a total from all 4 of 11 fire damage. The ones attacking Argus, which is just 1, that is a 15.
Nope.
The 2 attacking Spartos. Or not Spartos. Snarlfang. Yep. That is an 11.
Nope.
Great. The ones attacking Tweak, 13.
Nope.
Great. The ones attacking Daril, 16.
Nope. But
Great.
I have a thing.
Okay.
Tipsy Sway. When a creature misses you with a melee attack roll, I can spend a key point as a reaction and cause it to hit one creature of my choice other than the attacker within 5 feet.
Okay. So you would have this knowledge. So this one is full health. This one looks like it's bloodied, but barely. This one looks superbly fucked up.
I'm gonna have this one hit this one because they're the only 2 that can hit each other. They're the only ones
Great.
within 5 feet of each other.
It does. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
18.
That succeeds. You will take 2 fire damage.
I take no damage.
Evasion. Great. Yep. Good job. Sparta or Snarlfang.
So, having surveyed the battlefield and being very familiar with gladiatorial arenas,
So this one hurt. This one hurt. This one hurt. This one hurt.
Snarlfing is going to take stock of who seems to be the largest impediment to his goal. And he's going to turn towards the drunken person swinging around over there and say, "Sorry, kid. No hard feelings." And he's going to cast Banishment.
Okay.
Zach, if you could make me a charisma saving throw, please.
19.
Damn it. Shit, that was supposed to be a lot cooler than it was.
Soup, you were shooting which one?
I'm hitting this guy.
Hitting that guy with a rapier. Perfect.
Yep.
That'll hit for 10. Looks pretty fucked up.
I'll hit him again.
Right. Hits. He explodes. Make a dex save.
12.
You succeed. You take 2
Yeah.
points of fire damage.
Huh?
Anything else on your turn?
No.
Devin.
Okay. I'll stab the one north of me first. Regular attack roll.
For sure.
Nice. For 12 plus 9. Dex save.
You take 2 points of fire damage.
Cool. Is that save or fail? Because also evasion.
It's a save, so yeah, you're fine.
Save. Cool. Okay. Swing at the other one with my extra attack.
Hits.
For 14 plus 12, 26. Perfect.
Jesus.
Dex save.
That saves, you take nothing.
Awesome. Now with my 50 feet of base movement, 5,
Jesus.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 15. Perfect. And then key point bonus action for Fury of Blows.
Great, go for it.
Let's go for the top one first. Oh, cool. That's I guess because it's a vulture, it's got talons instead of like unarmed strike. So 17 to hit, 7 slashing.
Do the top one or the bottom one?
Top one for this one.
Top one looks superbly fucked up.
Which one looks more fucked up?
That one for sure. The other one's untouched.
Okay. Then second flurry of blows on that same one.
Perfect. Yeah, super dead. Dex saves from
Awesome.
you and Daril. We're both fine. Argus, on your turn, you will take 4 fire damage. Yep, you're fine.
From where I'm standing, the first thing I'm going to do is cast Create Water on top of myself to quench the heat. Because it's the quenchiest.
I'll allow it.
I'm going to offer up 2 attacks of opportunity. Actually, let's go ahead and do 3 attacks of opportunity.
Okay. I'm taking one of those.
You're going to take one of those too, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Snarlfang's out for blood.
All right.
Snarlfing, don't fuck around. This is a gladiatorial arena.
The highest I rolled was a 9.
Missed.
Great.
13.
Missed.
Damn.
That just makes my wee heart happy that I'm not worried about hurting a friend as I drop lightning right there. So do you want me to throw the damage again?
Yeah, and it'll be dex saves from these three and Snarlfang.
You saved.
8, 4, and 5.
But that's far T2.
42. So that's 21 to you.
21. God damn it.
Yeah. So kaboom, 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 and I need 2 more dex saves from you, Snarlfang.
2 or 3? Oh, yeah.
2, because that one was far enough away.
That's fair.
You take a total of 6 fire damage.
Fantastic.
Argus, anything else?
Argus has just this big shit-eating grin as everything misses him, and he just...
Oh, you're gonna eat that shit.
This is how it's supposed to be.
Puck. First.
Are you gonna roll again?
Yeah.
Okay.
2.
Nice damage. I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians at 5th level
Yeah.
That's good.
as little like winged seahorses flit around him.
What is the radius?
Yeah, it's 15 feet around myself.
Wow.
Oh, that's a big.
It is.
That'll take us to Darrell.
My friend, you are coming next. I'm gonna punch
Swear to
you.
God.
Oof.
That hits.
Okay. No,
Okay.
Jesus.
Looks
Just die.
okay. That hits.
Of course it does.
Oh no! It
You know
looks so hurt.
You know what? That is fine. Come here. Spending a key point.
Your flurry of blows, Snarlfang.
Snarlfang is pissed off this other team.
Oh, my friend, you're so fucked up.
You damn right I'm spending
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay, cool.
I would like to use my reaction to Sentinel and swing at that magma with it.
Yeah, if it attacks your
Yep.
threat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I like it. I knew I could trust my friends.
Gotcha, bud.
Yep, it's buds.
23.
Make a dex save.
Okay.
See, and then they knew what they were getting into. I didn't have to force them into a dex save to take damage.
I'm about to watch
24.
my precious baby boy get obliterated, and I'm not here for it. Yeah, you take nothing. Go ahead and
28.
That hits.
Spending a key point. Stunning
you
strike.
No. Ian, think about the revenge for the hold person.
Yeah, that's fair.
The attempted banishment.
You know what? Battlefield control matters, and Zach's about to prove it.
All right. I need a
so-
Constitution saving throw DC 18.
Okay.
Paladins get con, right?
Yeah,
Yep. 25.
that's fine. You take 10 damage,
I'll take that.
and then I'm gonna hit you again because flurry of blows.
Great.
Another key point.
That works.
roll another con save.
Another con save. That's-
No.
Okay, so you're stunned and you take 9.
God damn it.
Anything else from you, Dario?
Just-
I'm gonna move up to right here.
Okay. So important questions to be asked. 1, does Puck consider the enemy team as enemies?
I just saw him punch the shit out of Snarlfang. Yeah.
Okay, so I believe it is wisdom saving throws.
Already got DC 18 wisdom saves from all of the magma mites or whatever,
Mhm.
and also Dariel.
And Argus, who is
Oh, is
on
Argus
the
in
cusp
it?
of that
Okay,
space.
yeah.
Nat 20.
On successful saves, they take half. So you two take 12.
I take
Anything
nothing.
that failed takes
Oh
24.
no, yeah, I do. I take 12.
Oh, lightning bolt
Nice.
or call lightning drops.
That's probably for the best.
Yep.
It's fine.
So the reinforcements arrive. The only 2 that were left are going to make some attacks on Soup.
This is a lot of fucking
That's a
magma
16.
boys.
That misses.
Okay, then both miss because the other one's a 5. That is their turn. Snarlfang, you are stunned. Soup.
I'll stab this one.
Great. Both hit. It die. Dex save? Yeah, you're fine. You take 2 points of fire damage.
Okay. And then I will move here.
Okay. 3 attacks of opportunity. 13, 11, and 15. Tweak.
I will notice how much damage them Spirit Guardians are doing and will attempt to stop it. So I will fly up 10 feet because got them wings.
That'll
Aarakocra.
proc 4 attacks of opportunity. 2 hits.
2
1
hits.
crit.
Hey, good for them.
Yeah. Alright,
So
how much damage?
4, 7, 9, 11, 15. 15 total points of damage.
So for Sunbeam, there's 1, and there is 2. Okay, Sunbeam's still up. Cool. Fly over here. Go ahead and land. And would this be flanking? I'm gonna stab once. So 9 plus 7,
Plus
16.
So-
And there's a concentration drop. Is Spirit Guardian's concentration?
it is.
So be a DC 10.
Oh, are
con
you?
save.
Oh, barely.
11. Nice. Well, unfortunately, that means I'm gonna swing again. Oh, actually, no. First, before I swing again, I'll use Stunning Strike. Spend 1 key point, DC 18 con save.
And is this to? This isn't to maintain concentration.
No, yeah, this is for a stun.
I fail. I'm stunned.
You are stunned.
Okay.
As previously denoted, though, stunning does not break concentration. It's just a
Right.
paralysis of the body.
Okay, cool. So, I will now go into. I have 1 attack remaining from extra attack, right? I'm gonna use my key point to do flurry of blows. 24, 9 bludgeoning. Second unarmed strike. Is the thing still up? Yeah, second unarmed strike.
Yep. Okay.
27 and 11. Nice. And then the final one. I will use my second attack to forgo the attack and attempt to shove you to the ground.
Yeah. So you're just knocked prone.
Okay, so I have 15 to get out. And that's it.
So, since everybody's talking like this, we're going to do a wee bit of a jig. And we're going to dance our way over to here.
17 to hit.
Missed.
Okay, great.
So you didn't like it when I called lightning, but you might like it when I do this. And he just thrusts his pelvis forward and lightning bolt right along that line.
Okay.
5 foot wide. Dex save, DC 21.
2 save.
They save.
They save. 2 natural 20s on the saving throw
Wow.
rolls for a total of 21.
Okay. So how many did I get with that?
3.
3. That takes us to Puck's turn.
Puck is laying there, but the spiritual weapon is still gonna swing at this one.
At this one?
The one to the north of me, yeah. Because aren't they all? They're all fresh, aren't they? Oh, the one to the south. Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, what do you mean? Oh, he's in the thing. Oh, fucking, I gotta find it at 5th level again. Why did I? There's full casters get too many spells.
Yep.
No, wait, I cast that just at its standard level. Uh-oh. It made a mistake.
You're fine.
Welcome to Devin's life.
A 22 for 7.
Dariel.
I'm gonna punch it. They're dropping the spirit guardians.
Yep. Roll damage.
Right. Okay, I'll spend my key point for flurry of blows. And this will be a flurry of blows strike at this one. For 6 if it hits, Alex. 15 to hit those things.
Yeah, that one will die.
And then it explodes.
Yep. That's 6 points of fire damage.
Constitution saving throw.
21.
Give it. And then this one also looks fucked up, you're right?
Correct.
Yep. I'm gonna come up here and punch it.
Did you beat an 11?
Yeah, crit.
There you go. Yeah, Coda, you will take 6 points of fire damage.
And then I have disengage because I used flurry of blow. So I'm just gonna come all the way down here. And then obviously my second attack's going to him.
Okay.
29.
Yeah, it hits.
With a key point.
You get advantage because he's also. Oh no, he's not prone. He was just stunned
He's not
standing
prone,
there.
he's just stunned. So he'll take 6, and then I need a DC 18 con save. And that'll be my turn. I left the other two
Perfect.
healthy enough that they shouldn't die from one Spirit Guardian.
Go ahead and roll your Spirit Guardian damage. Dash, there's a level
Yes.
5.
I think that's correct.
Wisdom save, right? Yeah.
The highest I rolled was a 16. So 18 points of radiant damage, each of them.
That sucks.
Isn't that just the right amount?
That is exactly how much life each of these
Yep.
things has.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 19.
Yeah. So that's 4 more.
For puck. Spirit Guardians. Spirit Guardians. Spirit Guardians.
Because they're actively moving in, yeah. I might save. I didn't. They fucking rolled in to try to do some damage, try to get in that good wax, and they just exploded. Those poor
Oh,
things.
my little winged seahorses, go!
Something. I need 2 dexterity saving throws. 3. I need 3 dexterity saving throws because they all entered the Spirit Guardians and explode. I will need 2 from you as well, Dario. Highest I rolled on an attack roll was a 9 on the 8 attacks I just made, so that's cool. Snarlfang.
I'm gonna fuck up this asshole in front of me. I'm not talking about any of the methods. All right, so there is the first attack. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh.
And then second attack.
Oh.
Oh, hell.
Oh.
Holy
Fucking.
Holy
Yeah.
Okay.
fuck.
So I'm just gonna
And you rolled
do
an 8 on
to start
that.
off with.
Wow.
So
give me a second.
it is a total. It's fine. I did it for you.
Cool.
As a total of 146 damage.
Because I don't have any bonus that was bonus actions, right? Or were those all
No,
free actions?
those
Oh, I
are
still have
free
a
of
bonus
action. You still have a bonus action.
So if you would have thought about it, you could have activated your Flame Tongue Sword, but you didn't. So
Still going that I did. But I also have a bonus action now. So neener. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm now going to cast. This is going to be my first time using this. Misty Step. Hey, buddy.
okay.
That's my turn.
That is going to be it for this week's episode of The Dice That Bind Us. Thank you guys so much for watching and checking out. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am and as much as my players lie to me and say they are. We will catch you guys next week for another episode. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, catch us on the socials, do all that kind of stuff. We are ready and eager to interact with all you guys. Viewership steadily going up, subscribership slowly going up. We're doing great. Keep it up. Keep supporting us. You guys are amazing. And we will see you next week on The Dice That Bind Us. Bye, everybody.